Good evening to you, and thank you for choosing Hope TV to update you on what is happening within Kenya and the world over. I hope your weekend is going well so far. You're tuned in to Weekend Newswatch. My name is MOCHACHE, and I'll be taking you through the top stories for this evening. Let's begin. President William Ruto says that his administration is committed to building strong fraternal bonds of friendship between Kenya and South Sudan. Speaking when he hosted South Sudan's President Salva Kiir at State House, Ruto said that Kenya and South Sudan have agreed to exploit the Africa Continental Free Trade Area Agreement to increase trade between the two nations. The agreement, he says, will bring integration of markets in Africa. Tessin Jenga now reports.
South Sudan President Salva Kiir was on Saturday hosted at State House, Nairobi by President William Ruto, who expressed Kenya's commitment to strengthening bilateral relations with South Sudan for the mutual benefit of the citizens of the two nations. President Ruto said the two countries are pursuing joint infrastructure projects to enhance regional integration and boost trade.
You know, this one is your neighbor.
Kenya, he added, is keen on implementing the infrastructural projects under the Lamu Port South Sudan-Ethiopia Transport Corridor project LAPSET. These, he explained, will enhance connectivity, further integration and boost intra-regional trade for shared prosperity.
We are in the final stages of setting aside land for South Sudan, both in Mombasa and in Lamu. The ministry is concerned, and my Minister for Lands is here to confirm to you, Your Excellency, that that process is ongoing. And before the end of this year, we will have made that commitment true. Your Excellency, let me also confirm to you that we are also keen on the Kenya-South Sudan international boundary and the delineation of that boundary at an appropriate moment when our two teams can undertake that exercise.
Ruto commended Salva Kiir for signing the tripartite free trade area agreement, which is aimed at enhancing intra-Africa trade.
I want to commend you, Your Excellency, for South Sudan signing the tripartite free trade agreement, which is aimed at promoting intra-African trade. As you know, Your Excellency, this instrument will connect our countries into a market of 27 countries.
The two leaders signed a memorandum of understanding on the establishment of a fiber optic cable along the Eldoret-Juba road. They also agreed to complete the construction of the 11 kilometers Nadapal to Nakodok road to boost business between the two nations.
We were proposing that because all the items have been agreed, and you and me are here, Mr. President, we can actually do the signing here and conclude it. Because I think all the items have been agreed. Again, if the two teams can agree, we can witness that agreement, because the digital space, internet and fiber optic and what comes with it is really the future.
President Kiir has committed to hastening the implementation of the agreements to unblock the economic and social benefits of increased trade.
We recalled South Sudan and Kenya time-honored and strong bilateral relations, and emphasize the need to coordinate our positions on regional and global issues.
President Ruto has also revealed that the Africa Climate Summit is on course to start with the aim of consolidating ideas on possible solutions to climate change.
There was a meeting in Addis.
The two leaders also discussed peace and security in Africa and the conflict in Sudan as the country, which is Africa's youngest, prepares for first-ever elections in 2024. President Kiir pledged to support efforts to de-escalate armed engagements and restore peace in Sudan. President Ruto lauded the decision by the government of South Sudan to open its borders to provide asylum, safe passage and protection to people fleeing the conflict in Sudan.
I would like...
Reporting for Hope TV Newswatch, I'm Tess Njenga.
Thank you, Tess Njenga, for that report. Azimio leader Raila Odinga has left the country for the United Kingdom on a private and business vacation. Odinga's spokesperson, Dennis Onyango, said the former Prime Minister will use the vacation to rest. He left the country on Friday following a tumultuous political week in which he was enraged by U.S. Ambassador to Kenya, Meg Whitman's assertion that last year's election were the most free and fair in Kenya's election history. Meg's remarks infuriated Odinga, who asked her to stop interfering in Kenya's affairs or face recall. President William Ruto and his deputy Gachagua criticized Odinga's remarks. Spouse of the Deputy President, Pastor Dorcas Rigathi, says she will not relent in her fight against drugs and substance abuse among the youth. Speaking in Nachu Ward, Kikuyu, Kiambu County, Pastor Dorcas expressed concerns over increased cases of young men dying of alcoholism in Kiambu. Pastor Dorcas said that at least 2 young men are buried every week in Yathuna Ward in Kabete constituency from alcoholism. While speaking during the launch of Mama Boy's Mashinani by Kiambu County MP Ann Wamuratha, Pastor Dorcas said the boy child must be dignified and empowered to be economic drivers of the country.
Tuone vile tutasaidiana kama county kwa sababu ile shida iko hapa ndio iko nyumbani kwetu. It is the same. Hata Gatundu North, Gatundu South, kila mahali Kiambu ndo vile ilivyo. Kwa hivyo mimi nitakuomba tusaidiane na serikali ya county. Ningefurahia sana kama governor angekuwa hapa ndio tuweze kusaidiana. Hizi TVET mingi ni zake. Na kama angekuwa hapa angepata kujua kwamba hawa watu tunafaa kuwapatia skills. Ndio tusaidiane, tushikiliane, equip hizo TVETs na tuwapatie walimu. Nikimaliza, mimi nataka tu kuwashukuru nyinyi.
And I was being told here sadly that in Kiambu we are burying 2 people, two young men every week. This is not acceptable. It must stop. The problem is the parents. The problem is the mother. The problem is the father. And the problem is the family. The problem is the society. The problem is the community. The problem is the nation. And therefore, I want to stand here as a mother of a nation and say, I'm very, very sorry. We didn't do the right thing, but we are going to do the right thing. That's why I'm standing here as a boy-child champion, because we didn't do what we needed to do at the right time. But it's never too late to do the right thing.
Bit of sad news as tragedy struck a party of wedding guests in Kiambu County, claiming the lives of 6 people, 5 women and a child. The event occurred in the Kihunguro neighborhood after the guests stopped to pick up the bride for her wedding ceremony. The concrete-covered tank on which they were standing broke under their weight as they sang and danced for the bride, sinking 17 people down the well. 11 people, including 2 children, were successfully saved. Unfortunately, one of those rescued, a baby girl, died after being transferred to Ruiru Hospital for treatment. The Ruiru Fire Brigade and the police department were on the scene to supervise the scene and the rescue efforts. There was joy at the home of a young couple from Embu that gave birth to quadruplets close to 2 years ago after they were gifted with presents by the county government. County staff led by Chief Officer Gender and Social Services Bansi Wawira and her medical services counterpart Jane Karimi gifted the family of Ann Mugai from Kagumori village in Manyata constituency with cash, assorted foodstuffs and baby items, and delivered the babies, 3 girls and a boy, in 2021 at Embu Level 5 Hospital in her 2nd journey pregnancy. The mother of 5 said in her first pregnancy she gave birth to twins, but one passed away after developing complications, and the surviving child is currently in grade 2.
Hiyo safari ya kulea hawa watoto wanne imekuwa ngumu. Juu wawili wanatembea, wawili hawatembei. Na every Tuesday lazima nitafute mtu anipeleke ambulance for 5 kuwapeleka therapy. Na imekuwa sometimes inakuanga stress juu hadi nakosanga fare ya kuwapeleka therapy. Nimefurahia juu ya gavana kutukumbuka. Juu mbeleni nilikuwa na shida gavana, kwani halitusahau ama ni aje. Mwende mkimwambia nimeshukuru, Mungu ambariki, aendelee vivyo hivyo.
Siku ya leo tumekuja Kagumori kurepresent Her Excellency the Governor alipokuwa ametumana katika hii mboma kupitia department ya Culture, Children and Social Services, na mimi nikaandamana na mwenzangu Chief Officer Mbanse ndiposa tulete ujumbe wa gavana katika mboma hili ambalo limepalikiwa na watoto 4, na tumedhibitisha ni kweli na watoto wanakuwa vyema, wawili wanatembea vizuri, lakini kuna wale wawili ambao pando wako na shida kidogo ya kutembea, na tumejua ya kwamba wamefunguliwa mazoezi pale katika hospitali yetu ya level 5 pale Embu, na mimi kama Chief Officer wa Medical Services nitafuatilia hao watoto kikamilifu to make sure that hawatakuwa na shida lolote.
Let's take a break and we'll be back with our international stories right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Love Nairobi Festival with evangelist Andrew Palau is coming to Nairobi. All are welcome at this free event. 3 days of great music with Don Moen, Ponky, Evelyn Monjuru, and more of Kenya's best artists. Bring the kids to the family fun zone, see high-flying motorcycle and BMX bicycle demonstrations. Love Nairobi Festival, 15th to 17th September at the University of Nairobi Sports Grounds. Friday, 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m. More details at lovenairobifestival.org. It's free.
Every individual desires a lifetime of financial well-being. The success of attaining this goal is dependent on having a reliable partner. Over the years, Nwealth Financial Services Limited has emerged as the market leader in providing innovative and customer-centric services in pension administration, consulting, insurance, and investments. Accessibility is key, and to serve a global clientele, we have invested in world-class technology that ensures our clients have real-time access to tools and information through our mobile application, online, and USSD platforms. Nwealth's commitment to all the stakeholders is to uphold high ethical standards through effective and sustainable governance for shared mutual value creation. This commitment is delivered through the solid partnership between the Board of Directors, staff, service providers, clients, government agencies, and other stakeholders. Innovation and excellence are at the core of our operations. With a team of over 60 professionals, we partner with you for a better tomorrow. To contact us, email us info@nwealth.co.ke or visit our website www.nwealth.co.ke.
I've actually been trying to find a balance. It's been really tough and hectic, but everyone says once you get a hang of it, it becomes better, and I don't know, but I'm hoping to find a balance soon because it's really been hectic. But you've been in the job industry for a long time, so I think you would know better. Sindio?
Huh? What time is it? I need to catch up on Leadership Forum. Do they have a radio here? Never mind. I brought my own.
No way. You can't be serious. Wait, why do you have a radio and you can just catch up with the shows on Hope FM podcasts?
Really? Even Meet of the One?
Yeah. I mean, you can find them on whatever platform, name it. AfriPods, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, you name it.
But I'm not subscribed on any of them.
So no worries. You can just check out the latest episodes on hopemediakenya.org.
You can now listen to select Hope FM programs on your favorite podcast streaming platform or directly on our website, www.hopemediakenya.org. Listen and live.
Welcome back. You're watching Weekend Newswatch with me, Joy MOCHACHE. Engage with me on Facebook at Hope TV Kenya. On Instagram and Twitter, find us at HopeTV_KE. Let us know what you think of our Weekend Newswatch bulletin and share your thoughts on any other issues you'd like to say. As we move on to international, a Russian missile strike on Ukraine's northern city of Chernihiv killed 7 people, including a 6-year-old child, and left more than 100 injured just today. Denise Brown, the UN's humanitarian coordinator for Ukraine, condemned it as a heinous attack. Russia's defense ministry reported a flurry of Ukrainian drone attacks targeting the regions of Novgorod, Moscow, to the northwest of the Russian capital, and Belgorod, which borders Ukraine. Reports clarify that nobody was hurt in the Russian attacks. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky was on a visit to Sweden today, his first visit to the country since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine just last year. Tenerife's disastrous forest fire has prompted further evacuations in the Spanish Canary Islands north early this morning. Regional President Fernando Clavijo reported that residents of 6 more communities were told to abandon their homes. Clavijo believes that this is one of the most destructive fires on the Tenerife in the last 40 years. Clavijo explained that the evacuations are a precautionary measure and that the population may be reassured because the fire spread has been significantly contained. Wildfires have engulfed approximately 5,000 hectares of nature on the Spanish Canary Island. Clavijo announced on Friday evening the equivalent of roughly 7,000 football fields. We're so glad that you chose Hope TV to update you on your news for this evening. Of course, a huge thank you to all those who made the bulletin possible. And I wish you a blessed night ahead. Remember, my name is Joy MOCHACHE. I'll be with you again tomorrow, 9 p.m., same place. Please tune in. Have a blessed night.